So there's certain careers that are aligned with certain scores. I'll give you a name of a player and you tell me what you think their predictive career would be.
You're going to give me the score? The score.
I'll give you a score too, yeah. Marshawn Lynch with a 14.
A 14. Sanitation.
Ooh, janitor.
Okay, janitor. Similar.
So can you imagine Marshawn Lynch as like your school janitor?
I kind of
mopping away, chewing on Skittles, looking at girls.
Drop something, boss. Drop something, boss. The One Piece. He got the One Piece with his name on it.
Dan Marino, Terry Bradshaw, Jim Kelly, and Donovan McNabb.
All superstars.
They scored a 15.
Ooh. Terry Bradshaw's the only one with a ring.
Terry Bradshaw is probably the one I would have thought scored the lowest of those four.
Well, he was just a tough bastard. In those days, you just had to be so fucking tough. Like, he was just a tough guy. He's the only one with a ring. And he's from kind of a different era from those three you just named. But you got Marino, McNabb, and Kelly. That was the next era past Bradshaw, where maybe the football system got a little more complex at that point. And they were never able to get it done. Their Wonderlic score was under 20.
Based on their Wonderlic score, their predictive career would have been working in a warehouse.
Yeah, not too high, but just low enough to follow orders.
Khalil Mack and Le'Veon Bell was 17.
See, now Khalil Mack is interesting because Khalil Mack, I look at him as a field general, but his athleticism is crazy too. Le'Veon Bell, he's a dun-dun-dun. He had the opportunity to be a superstar, but you see, he only excelled in one specific system. One specific quarterback, one specific coach.
You tried to get a little too smart, and a 17 does not indicate that you should be doing that.
Anywhere I go, I'm putting up these numbers. No, you're not, bro. No, you're not. Take it easy.
Their predictive careers would be a welder or a security guard. Khalil Mack would be a very effective security guard, let me just say.
If he says you're not getting in, you're not getting in.
Can you imagine? You try to break into the bank, Khalil Mack.
Yeah, no, the blind side sack in the middle of your back. He hits you in the middle of your back, the gun goes flying, the money goes in the air.
This next one surprised me because Christian McCaffrey, Stanford, you'd think he would have scored well. He got basically average. He got a 21, and along with him was Robert Griffin.
I mean, that makes sense. Both of them were at a specific Wonderlic spot, and both of them have a way above average athleticism, and that could have made up for the lower Wonderlic score.
Predicted jobs: train conductor, firefighter, cashier. I can see Christian McCaffrey as a firefighter.
Yeah, he looks like a fireman. RG3 looks like a train conductor for the MTA.
He does. I can see him in the train conductor hat, the little outfit,
the braids at the bottom.
Yeah. Brett Favre with the 22, predictive career as a bank teller.
Nah, that was wrong.
Wait, he's scamming? You don't want him working in the bank.
Yeah, he's already doing funny things with money right now. When he put that Mississippi, he got shit popping over there. There's too much of a risk of an inside job.
And that leads into the next one. You remember Brian Cushing, right?
Of course, Texas.
Seemed to have a screw loose, right?
Yeah.
Based on his 23, predictive career would be a nurse. And I don't think you want that man having access to prescription medications.
Yeah, he don't need access to prescription medications, but he does fit into the nurse category, because if you go around New York, you go see the nurse, the male nurses, they all look the same. They're all the same guy. They all tailor their shirts to be mad tight.
Oh, yeah.
And then they wear the glasses, but they have the tattoo at the bottom. They all look the same. And I can see Cushing doing that. Juiced out of his face, nurse shirt, and then he's chewing on pills whenever he gets a chance.
Popping Oxy's perks.
His hair's a mess, bags under his eyes. He's working.
With the 24, you got Cam Newton and Alvin Kamara as secretaries. And I feel like both of them, they got the $1 million smile. They both have their little style. I could see them working in the office, being buttoned up, big grin, greeting everybody.
Cam would be a wild dress secretary. The way Cam dressed with the thing tied right here. If he wasn't a superstar NFL quarterback and he was a secretary dressed with a thing right here, I would have to think twice about what team he plays for.
This is interesting because here we got Jameis Winston and Clay Matthews. And Ryan Leaf, 27, is a librarian or an investment analyst. Now, I can see Clay Matthews with the hair pulled back tight, the long ponytail, the little glasses on. Shh. And then if you make another sound, he fucking murders you. I could see Jameis Winston reading the storybooks in the library to the little kids, doing all the voices, acting.
Yeah, part of his community service. Ryan Leaf, he's just a bust. I don't know what his temperament is, Ryan Leaf.
I don't think it's stable. I could see him as like a guy on the trading floor, like just manic up and down, freaking out, like pulling his hair out.
Yeah, but I see it with cocaine involved. That's cool.
Totally, absolutely.
Yeah.
Terrell Suggs, he got a 31, which predictive career as a chemist.
Kind of looks like a chemist. I could see him as a chemist. He looks like he could be a chemist in Wuhan, maybe like a Wuhan chemist, somewhere foreign.
And then the last one, coming back to Johnny Manziel, 32, systems analyst.
Nah, somebody gave him the answers. There's no fucking way. He ain't the brightest bulb in the tanning bed, bro. No way.
He's another one I could see on the trading floor, gassed off coke.
Yeah, leaving for his lunch break to a rub and tug, coming back.
The whole finance stereotype, New York City finance stereotype. He goes in, he's got the passcode, he goes upstairs, it's like the strip club, the after hours finance strip club.
But he keeps getting fired. He's worked for every single company there because he gets fired and goes to the next one because he got the coke plug. So they keep letting him in the door.
Our takeaway is, how would you sum this up?
20 to 33. That's the sweet spot where people excel and get the job done. They get rings. They learn the system. They're able to use their athleticism and their brains, allowing them to absorb a system for success. I think quarterback is probably the best position to gauge this at.
I think that the running backs, the wide receivers, those skill positions, I don't give a shit what your score is.
Yeah, it's just run a straight line or hit the hole.
The other takeaway is, as much as the NFL Network spends all this time doing the combine, I would love to watch these guys complete this test. I think anybody would struggle with like the cameras on you and the timer going, but I think it'd be hilarious to watch them just sweating it out.
I would like to see it like in a hot yoga room, like 90 degrees.
Bikram Wonderlic. Bikram Wonderlic.